Alright, in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why I think a man should be dangerous and have a cold side. Quick disclaimer, I'm no shape or form a guru or an life coach. These are just my opinions based on my experiences. So, before I even jump into that, I'm gonna give you a quick backstory of who I am. So, I'm a singer-songwriter. My background is Jamaican Cuban. Therefore, if you hear my accent jumps out at any specific times, this is the reason why. I've took a break from music to get my mindset straight, to get my health in check overall. So I gave music a break for that reason. However, now I'm in the process of I could now share my experiences with others and help them to become, a better version of themselves by my conversation or through my videos. You might realize that my process of doing so might seem a little bit unorthodox and Machiavellian in nature. However, one thing I could say is that it does work. Emotion control is power. This is understanding yourself, understanding your emotions, and not allowing yourself to react to people, situation, or things. Now, the confusion is where people tend to think this is not showing emotion because it seems a bit dark, it seems a bit cold, which is sometimes good. However, this doesn't mean that you do not possess emotion. It just means you know how to regulate your emotions. My true weapon is the regulations of my emotions and knowing that I have no control over anything else but my reaction. The best way I've learned how to do this is by not having expectations. You have to start dropping expectation. You drop expectation for people, for outcomes, and for the world. Stop expecting people to behave a certain way and stop expecting certain events to turn out a certain way, because it won't. When you start just opening yourself to reality, you open that reality is what it is. After the events or people take place, you gather that information and you move accordingly. This is emotion control. Reason 2 is gonna be, if you can't flip the switch, you're gonna get flipped. Life isn't gentle. It doesn't care about if you're tired, if you're hurt, if you're healing. It's gonna press you anyways. It's gonna press you just to see if you really want this or not. If you can't flip the switch will get flipped on you. You need a switch. You need a switch because you need to know when to stop feeling. Think about it like a light bulb. You are the light bulb. In order for that light bulb to operate properly, it needs a switch. It can't be on 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's times when you need to turn it off, or else this light bulb will overload. There are moments when you turn it off and when you turn it on. When you need something, when you don't need something, you regulate yourself. So your switch should be in the same way. Your coldness should be in the same way. Your emotions should be in the same way. You need to be checking your emotions at each times, when to switch it on, when to switch it off. There's times to chill, to cool, to be compassionate, and there's times to move like war. And just like the light bulb, if you leave it on for too long, overloading of energy cause that light bulb to start flickering. Overload. That energy is used too often. Turn off the switch. Number 3. Every man needs a cold side, not to be cruel, but to survive and lead. You need a cold side for the reasons of the world doesn't always reward warmth. And for that very reason, you need silence to replace words. Silence are always stronger than words at times. Sometimes distance is love. Sometimes no is the most respectful thing you could say. Your cold side is the version of you that doesn't chase, it doesn't beg, it doesn't fold. It protects your energy. It keeps you from giving your light to people who would rather dim it. Leadership requires separation. People follow the ones who move differently. if you really think about it. So don't confuse cold with cruel. Sometimes cold is the only way you can keep the fire alive. Number 4. Now this is gonna take a little bit more effort to remember, but discipline over impulse, calm over chaos, focus over feelings. Your feelings could change like every 5 minutes, and your future needs consistency. Discipline means showing up even when your mood doesn't match the mission, and it means telling your impulses not today. It means choosing the long game over the quick hit, the vision over the vibe. Like, look, chaos is always around. You're gonna be tested. People are gonna trigger you. Life is gonna offer easier ways out. You're gonna always see an easier way out. Sometimes you're not even gonna think about a way out. Sometimes you think there's no moves on the chessboard, but let me tell you this, there's always a move, even if it's just a pawn. But the man who could stay calm while everything is going on, everything is shaking, he becomes an anchor, the leader, the one people trust when things get real, just by your own discipline. Sometimes discipline might come across as restrictions, but discipline is what really offers freedom. Because if I do the things that I have to do now, I have the rest of the time later to do whatever I want to do. I've just achieved freedom in the truest sense. Freedom isn't you not doing anything. It's about you achieving what you want by accomplishing the task that you are set. Earning your true freedom is through discipline, not being triggered by your impulses. Focus over your feelings, calm over chaos, because this is gonna pop up in everyday life. But remember, there's always a move on the chessboard, whether you're the pawn or the king. Feel your feelings, but don't follow them. Follow your principles, because focus beats feeling every time. Well, I could say most of the time. Sometimes you do have to follow your feelings in some situations. So feel your feelings, but don't follow them. Don't let your feelings make your decisions for you. Follow your principles, because focus beats feelings every time. Number 5, control the storm or it will control you. So for those who are familiar with or know anything about Santeria or Ifa in these traditions, in Ifa, my papa is Shango. And there's a lot of odos that tells you about how Shango operates. Shango is the Orisha of the storms, the lightning, thunder, and dancing on the drums. He controls the storms for the most part of it. He is the storm for the most part. However, there's times when he himself loses control within these storms. So the Odo are there to remind you at times that there's a negative portion to when you do things, and there's a positive portion to when you do things. And not even the Orishas are void of these errors. There's Odo that speak about when Shango lose control to the storms, and it just becomes destruction. Even Ochun at moments, which is the Orisha of beauty in the rivers, loses control and the rivers destroy. So with a controlled storm, you could clear paths, you could water crops and cause reshaping and everything to prosper around you with controlled storms. Sometimes you need strong winds for windmills to function. Sometimes you need the rain to wash away certain debris on the surface. But most people run away from that energy and suppress it. But you gotta learn how to direct it. And directing it sometimes requires a bit of coldness and control. However, I'm not saying be less emotional. It's about being more intentional. Because your storm could be legacy or it could burn one down. It can help you walk away from nonsense, or it could blow your whole life out of pride. And I just want you to remember this. You are the eye of the storm. You don't have to get rid of the chaos inside of you. You just need to learn how to steer it. because if you don't, the storm will drive. And if you made it to the end of this video, there's gonna be videos listed above that details more about similar topics of what I have to say, so you could stay tuned and keep up to date with me. Vela.